We often view fraud, theft, and catastrophic misjudgments as spontaneous moral failings, bad choices made in a moment of weakness. But within the logic of Vedic astrology, these moments of ruin aren't random. They are mapped out at birth as specific, predictable karmic vulnerabilities. The architects of this deception are Rahu and Ketu. They aren't physical planets you can see through a telescope. They are mathematical shadow points, the precise locations where the one's orbit intersects the sun's path across the sky. Mythologically, Rahu is the severed head of a demon. Because it lacks a body, it can never be satisfied. Psychologically, this represents a profile of boundless desire and obsession. Wherever Rahu sits in a chart, it creates a capacity for calculated, deliberate fraud in the pursuit of more. Ketu is the opposite archetype, the headless body. It represents blind action and total detachment. Lacking the eyes to see consequences, Ketu doesn't deceive with malicious intent. It leads the native into absurd, catastrophic misjudgments made entirely without foresight. Every human being has these two nodes stationed somewhere in their chart. Their placement dictates precisely where we are most likely to deceive others, or where we are destined to be catastrophically deceived ourselves. By treating the birth chart like a forensic profile, these shadow planets allow us to isolate the exact variables of a person's capacity for ruin. The first variable in this forensic profile is the zodiac sign, or Rashi. The sign provides the flavor of the deception, dictating the specific manner in which the lie will be told. Rahu creates deliberate illusions based on its sign. When it occupies a sign ruled by the sun, the native may fraudulently challenge power. In a sign ruled by Jupiter, the deception shifts toward the intellect, where the native fakes deep knowledge or spiritual integrity. Ketu's blunders are just as specific. When Ketu occupies a sign ruled by Venus, it indicates a heavy propensity for disastrous relationship choices. Placed in a sign ruled by Mercury, it often precedes ruinous financial investments made without any sound judgment. The second variable is the house, or bhava. If the sign provides the motive, the house is the crime scene. It isolates the exact arena of life where the failure will take place. Rahu in the 10th house triggers vulnerabilities toward high-level career espionage. Conversely, Ketu in the 2nd house creates a profile of a bad speaker who is prone to losing their wealth through the deception of others. This technical text isolates an extreme case, Rahu in the 4th house. Under specific conditions, such as when dark, tamasic planets occupy the ascendant, this placement is identified as a direct indicator of a literal fraudster. While the sign provides the motive and the house provides the location, a truly devastating downfall usually requires active accomplices. That brings us to planetary conjunctions, or UTs. Rahu and Ketu execute their most destructive work when they join forces with other planets. If Rahu conjoins Mercury, the planet of logic, it creates a mental fog. This alignment can overpower a person's reason, leading to twisted thoughts and manipulative speech patterns. Consider Autumn Jackson. Her chart features Bandhan Yoga, indicating imprisonment. This trap triggers when Rahu aligns with the 8th Lord in the 9th house, creating vulnerability toward extortion. Saturn's proximity marks severe accountability. During this time frame, the mathematical potential for captivity became physical reality. In 1997, Jackson was sentenced to prison for her attempt to extort $40 million from Bill Cosby. Her chart provided the forensic outline of the crime years before she was ever charged. These deceptions scale up further when the nodes join dark planets like Mars. Astrological texts identify Rahu as the head of a terrorist cell and Ketu as the executor. When they join Mars, the planet of aggression, it signals a propensity for heinous crimes or extreme violence. When the precise combination of sign, house, and conjunction locks into place, a latent psychological vulnerability transforms into an inescapable trap. If these catastrophic failures are mathematically pre-programmed at birth, are we completely stripped of our free will? The core philosophy of Vedic astrology is diagnostic. The map is designed to give us the power to identify our temptations and blind spots before we act on them. Historical examples prove these traps can be bypassed. The mystic Ramakrishna Paramhansa possessed a chart with a highly dangerous Rahu placement. His Rahu was exalted in Taurus, a position that traditionally indicates a massive vulnerability toward sexual scandal. However, he neutralized this risk entirely by strictly dedicating his life to celibacy and spiritual vows. The lesson is one of radical awareness. Knowing the exact location of your boundless desires and your unthinking blind spots is the only way to effectively guard against them. The astrological chart functions as an internal security system. It provides the diagnostic tools necessary to read the alarms and secure your life before the vulnerability becomes a trap.